What is up, everybody? Bud003 here, back with another video. Today's topic is the military, as in, what to expect off of like my little knowledge and what to do before you join. Now, in my opinion, as 100% DOD of the government, or anything military-wise, just a Marine Corps vet. That's it. So, from my experience, off the rip. Marine Corps is the hardest. Coast Guard and Army, second hardest. Then it goes Navy. Then it goes Air Force and Space Force. So, let me tell you this. Do not become a Marine unless you are passionate and you have a solid goal, right? Because, let me tell you this, if you just join for the title and that only, it's gonna get old real quick, unless you have passion tied to it. Because if you just join for the title without anything else, you'll be hating your whole 4 years if you make it there. But you shouldn't unless you do something stupid like, do some dumb stuff. That'll get you kicked out before that. Also, I'm gonna just speak on them. One MOS, because that's the only MOS I know from the Marine Corps from first hand, me doing it. Same with combat engineer, combat engineer, but I think this applies to any combat MOS. Well, combat engineer is combat support, I'm pretty sure. If you're artillery, recon, martial, all that, or you're trying to do all that, don't join there empty-headed, as in don't join willy-nilly without a solid goal. If you're actually passionate about it, because the military, I'm gonna stand by this, it's just like college, as in the same people going to college for the degree that they don't even use and don't even want. Now, if you but businessmen in suits use umbrellas, and I'm pretty sure they're professional. Yeah. Back to the Marine Corps before I go. Make sure you're fit enough to not get messed with. Now, in boot camp, you can't really avoid it unless you're that guy. But they're still going to try to tear you down. That's the whole point of boot camp, to break you down and build you back up new. And what they like you as. So, find your CEOs, because some of them, hey, they're not all going to be in shape. But if you can be that guy to be in shape, whatever they do, they can't really do the same thing that boot camp do, because number one, they're not drill instructors. So yeah. And most likely the ones that are heavy on combat and all that are not, they never had combat experience. You really see them maybe 25% of the combat vets are like that. But in reality, the 75%, they wish they could take it back. This is speaking from what I've been told. Firsthand, while I was on duty one time. By a staff sergeant. But yeah, not everybody's gonna be a warrior, so. Anyways, moving on. Army, they're less toxic than the Marine Corps, for sure. There's less mass punishment as the Marine Corps. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, mass punishment, by the way, is lazy leadership, because that's the only thing you do. It doesn't work how it worked before. It only works if the people actually care. Because you can tell someone you don't do this, I'm gonna mess up the rest of y'all. Yeah, okay, so of course you're gonna beat them up. You beat them up, but think about this, bro. That man does not care. He doesn't care. He knows that he's not gonna be the only one in trouble. So you beating him up, really not gonna do anything. You're wasting time and getting stressed out for nothing. That should be I feel like you suck as a leader if that's the only thing you do. I would say. Or even if you do it and then you're it's watered down from what I did. There's nothing what I did. Yeah, they love to do that. Also, in the Marine Corps, probably all through the military. They always like to say you're soft, the next generation soft. Maybe true. But to say, oh, you never be able to handle it, no one really knows because they're not back there. We're not World War II vets either. So it keeps on going. It keeps on going where they're like, oh, you can't do this, can't do that. But that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, if you can't expect people to understand what you went through, or this is what I mean. Some people, some leaders, like for example, I was at the Air Wing. Some leaders are gonna try to treat the Air Wing or treat whatever unit you're as their own unit, and then bring that towards you. When in reality, the only information you need from them is from their side. Like if they do something different, that's a part of your MOS. That's what you need. You don't need all the extra BS. You don't need none of that. Just teach them. If you need to teach them, and go on. They're not going to be your ideal image. If they fit the image of a soldier, sailor, airman, seaman, whatever, Marine, whatever, they're good. If they fall in line with what it says to be there, they're good. If they're not messing up, doing dumb stuff, they're good. You have no jurisdiction over what is good for the Marine Corps or not. You're not even the commandant. You're not the commandant. You're not that important. You're a blip. You're a number. That's what I'm saying to the leaders that think that way. Alright. Now, from what I've heard, because my uncle's in the Army, yeah, so it's less toxic. You can focus on yourself. And they do, singular contracts, as in, like, you can, like, that job you want specifically, that, not like the Marine Corps, where it doesn't work. Yeah. Navy, work with, some CBs, some corpsmen, raw. But, yeah. I would say if you want to join the military, and you just got to define what your goals are. Air Force, I don't care what they say. If off the experience I had, I would choose, like, Air Force, how they're being treated, or Space Force, how they're being treated, or Navy, how they're being treated, over being a Marine. That's what I would choose. If I had a chance to go back and switch it, man, easy. You know, I would just focus on myself. And because I know in Air Force there's no mass punishment. Well, it's not as bad if there is. But yeah, so if you want comfortability, like the best, I would say join Air Force, Space Force, and just focus on yourself. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what branch you join, as long as you have passion for it, and you know it's what you want to do is going to lead you to a better position in life. Because you can be a badass in any branch. It's a mental thing. Like, the Marine Corps can claim, oh yeah, we got the hardest dudes. We got this. The Marine Corps has, like, MARSOC. They have, Recon. They have, what was the other one? They have the Marine Raiders and all that, right? But they're still a step below SEAL Team 6. Now, that's, like, a weird analogy, but you know what I mean. Like, they're one of the top. SEAL Team 6 is one of the top. And MARSOC is, like, I think one tier below. And then there's Navy SEALs still above. So it's just like the mentality you want to take in. Also, don't use, you know, if you don't have discipline before you get in, you'll have maybe a little bit more discipline when you join. Maybe a full 360, but some people just take it and they go to boot camp and just forget it. Or they just, because me, I didn't really change. Like, my morals, my respect, all that came from, like, how I was raised beforehand. So, yeah. But, you know, you just have to have a solid goal wherever you go. The mindset was whatever. They can call you soft. You can be a cook. It doesn't matter. You can still go on deployments if you really push for it. You'll find a way. But no one's, like, if it's about being soft or being a title, if you're worried about what a title looks to everybody else, realize when you get out, no one's gonna care. Unless you're like a World War II vet, or you're like well known. But still, like, most, I can't say most, I'll say some people don't really care. Yes, like, some people don't really care if you're a vet or anything like that. None of the things you're gonna do, especially if you just did like me, like 4 years or something like that, or if you're new, I think of it like this: if they can't look you up on Bing or Google or anything, it matters. Because yes, like, you know, some people are grateful, some people are not. But yeah, you serve for the country, but in reality, it doesn't really matter as much, like, moving forward. Like, you're still in, cause you still gotta come out sometime. Like, it's not the end all be all. You can't just, yeah, you can retire, but like, eventually you're gonna have to get out. You can't stay in all your life. But yeah, I mean, basically that's, say so. Have passion, have a solid goal, and, you know, don't take everything personally, but also don't let people mess up your career. You don't have to take a fall for everybody. Like, no. And if people try to tell you not to go to medical, it's your life. You need to claim that. You need to put that in there. Use all your benefits. So be in shape as much as you need to not get messed with. Choose the right branch. Don't just get in and then complain about what happened, because everybody's experience is different. But you surely know. To be honest, if you want the most comfortability, Air Force or Space Force. Oh, but I want to do cool things. You still can. You gotta reach for within that branch. You gotta do that. It's all different. You gotta do that, but you set yourself up for success. Make sure you get the best you can on the ASVAB, and don't just hop on any contract you see. Make sure you really read what you got. Yeah, so I didn't go into that much detail, but you know, just do what would make sense. Don't just listen to just everybody else. I want to look cool. Looking cool is stupid. If you just want to just look cool the whole time, alright, you look cool. After that, you might get depressed about something else. No, my advice is make sure you know what you're getting into. Just make sure you know what you're getting into. Look at all the options. You can still do cool stuff in the Air Force. That's the best option if you want to be just set up. Like, there's not a lot of people that join the Air Force and get out, as much as like the Marine Corps, Army, Navy. Like they're saying like it's stupid for you to not retire in the Air Force. They push for you to go to college and stuff like that. But the difference is the Air Force doesn't have a recruiting problem, so far as I know right now. So, yeah. Just think about what I said. Have any questions, I'll answer as much as I can know, because I was 1371 comm engineer in the Marine Corps. I don't know that much comm engineer knowledge, you know, because that's not the way my brain works or takes stuff that I don't really want to know. I tried, best believe, like I still try cramming, but yeah, something else. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure to take care of yourself. You know, have a great one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Still.